Hello, everybody. We are coming at you live from ETHDenver. I hope by now you've all seen the very exciting announcements that we had coming out today, and if you haven't, highly recommend you check out our Twitter and Discord to catch up on everything you've missed. But to highlight it, Dreamer?
Well, I just hopped on stage. Metis had an incredible opportunity to speak on stage because they are a main sponsor here at EthDenver. And, my personal relationship with them goes back about 2 years, where I had lunch at Breckenridge when we all had COVID with Elena, who's kind of like the one that runs the show, the main owner. And at that time, we didn't have a lot of gameplay or anything, but we said one day it'd be great if we worked together. We stayed in touch here and there, but a little over a month ago got back in touch and started to work on a deal that SunBear, Bolon, and others were working on. Initially, it was kind of our same pitch we've been doing for the last year. We're looking for the potential third realm. Where could we go? Or maybe even a backup realm if another realm kind of fails. And we realized that it'd be really hard. Some chains it just doesn't work. Too expensive gas or other restrictions. So we got really creative, and today we announced that for the first time we're going to a new chain, not with the intent to build a whole realm that's like a sister realm to the existing, but to bring a new feature that's not out yet. And on stage I kind of said the one thing that I think we've heard the most since launch is when PvP.
When PvP.
When PvP is being answered by sometime soon partnered with Metis, brought to you in the form of a Coliseum. So that's a quick rundown of the history and what was announced today.
I will caveat one thing. While we are always in talks with various people, we are not aggressively pursuing a third realm. Please don't freak out and take that to heart. We're always in talks with a lot of people about a lot of things. The crazy thing is, they didn't even know Dreamer was going to get on stage. He just charged it. I'm kidding. If you've seen the stream, you know that. But it would have been really funny, actually. I did consider getting the rest of us to just charge the stage out of nowhere.
Well, did you see the Twitter stuff? So they announced the tweet.
Yeah.
And I retweeted and I'm like, what the heck is this? I can't remember what I said. And then people were like, yeah, what are they doing? They're putting DFK up there? So I think for like 4 people, they probably got excited. I thought it
was a good time, though. No, and I mean, this is a super exciting announcement. Dreamer said it, but massive kudos to SunBear, who really drove this partnership coming to fruition. Thank you. Anything you want to add?
We meet with a lot of teams, a lot of people, and there's some of these teams that I get really excited about. Some that are just as excited about us as we are about them. And Metis is one.
You got to make love to that microphone.
I got it.
You got to get close.
You got to get close here. But yeah, these guys, we've only been talking to them, obviously for 2 years, we've known them, but it's only been about 4.5 weeks since we started this discussion with them. We spent a lot of time figuring out what was possible, and because of their excitement and enthusiasm to really be a part of DeFi Kingdoms, they could see the vision, I think, better than most teams that I've met with for a long time.
For sure.
And their excitement and their interest and their knowledge of it and the way they shared that excitement with the rest of the team was kind of intoxicating. And so when we figured out we really couldn't build a realm there, it just wasn't going to be a good fit. We went through the whole process with them. We got creative. Like, okay, guys, what can we do? Started thinking about who they are as a chain, what their identity is with the Greek goddess and the Greek mythology and everything. And it's like, oh man, Coliseum. Let's figure out a way to build PvP on Metis. And so we started there. We started brainstorming ideas of how it happened, and the builders in our team got excited. I haven't seen them get this excited. They're always excited, but they didn't get haven't gotten this excited for a long time.
Hey,
started really trying to figure out how they could do it.
When you have me bring an idea to the team, you probably all think that, when Dreamer says, hey, you guys want to do this, that everyone's going to be like, oh, it's such a good idea. This is one of the first times that I have supported an idea so heavily, and Game Committee listens to it, and they immediately support it heavily. Other people that have to build it support it heavily. The marketing side does. Everybody that heard it is like, this is a win, 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 win.
Yes.
And it's not that we have bad ideas. We are very careful about what we do.
We have a lot of ideas.
There's a lot,
and that's we just have a lot of ideas.
And if we did everything that somebody said, hey, what if we would never, and that's kind of how it felt in the first 6 months. and we've had to refine and not go 1,000 different directions. And we have such a strong direction. The beauty of this is it doesn't mess up our existing direction before, and it allows us the resources to build something that otherwise we would have gotten to a lot further, and the partnerships to have even more exposure in events like this. We wouldn't have this stage here today with another partner. So anyway, didn't mean to cut you off, but I was just like, the excitement of it clicked for everybody almost unanimously.
Yeah.
And with our team, and the more we get to know their team, like they're on the same page.
Oh yeah, it's
Definitely.
such a good mesh.
We've been spending time, with their head of BD and with their marketing folks, and like they've already got all these ideas. They're taking our assets and making little videos. They're putting stuff out on social media. Like they are so excited to make us their premier game on Metis.
For those of you that have seen the tweets, so there's 2 clips. One of them we made, the other one they made. So the one that I think it's a ninja and 3 legionnaires, they actually made that themselves. So, it's stuff like that. Like they are as excited as we are. I know a lot of people have been asking, what will this look like? What will that look like? The other thing, as they both mentioned, like this has gone very quickly. We know that it's possible. We have ideas on how we're going to do it, but we have not finalized that plan yet. So I know we've kind of been telling people that in Discord. It's also in the Medium article and the FAQ. If you've read those, thank you. If you haven't, please do. But all of those details will be coming, but we don't have the finalized plan yet, and that's why we're as some of you asked some questions, we will hedge a little bit as we finalize those plans. But we're just super excited to be sharing this with y'all right now. KP, anything you want to add?
Yeah, definitely. Coming from the event with community here, I mean, we have DCR, StycksIntern, the Mythic Squad, Void Hunt tournament was a success. And now this just gives us another place to put tournaments and be able to host PvP and to have a partner like Metis, who not only announced today that DFK was going to be a partner with them, but we're talking Chainlink, CCIP guys. This is huge. We're talking, they also announced Athena, the stable coin's going to be on their chain. And it's just, it's one of those partnerships that I think is just going to offer so much for so many different partners to come into Metis. They're building not only their optimistic role, of which they have right now, but a ZK alternative. It's just going to be a powerhouse of marketing, of just individuals coming onto their chain. The momentum is starting to build right now, and I'm sure that you've seen that Metis has just commanded the entire ETHDenver platform here, and for the next 3 days are the keynote sponsor of the entire event. We had a great time last night at the ETHDenver opening party sponsored by Metis, and they've just been a great host to us so far. I mean, anything that DFK's asked for, SunBear's done a great job with pushing these things so quickly through. I mean, this just seemed like it happened a week ago, and even Fox was like, I was on vacation, all of a sudden they're like, oh, we got ready to sign, and Dreamer's like, okay, great, where do I sign?
Don't forget, he was in Mexico
Karate
City
Combat.
too.
Yeah, so it was like a quick involvement with everybody involved.
We don't talk about Mexico.
Oh, we definitely do. We definitely do.
We don't talk about.
I was out sick last week.
If I was better at video editing, I'd cut a clip in, but I'm not.
Like the final pitch where they brought in their big dog, which was Tom on stage, like the last guy we had to convince. I ran with that pitch. Everything else was SunBear, Bolon, and the whole team, Fox, Magnus, many others, and. We went in there, and we've been there a number of times, and we had a really good idea. We had a team we thought we really liked. We had a number we thought we liked. We had the overall deal seemed good. We got to the very last pitch, and it just didn't materialize in one way or another that we felt comfortable moving forward. But this one, it was just like I was in Mexico City day before the fight, put everything out of my mind. And we went in there super prepared, and it was just like a full hour of synergy, excitement, things clicking, nothing forced, nobody playing games, really no negotiation either. It was a fair pitch, fair deal. Next day, they came out with like 1 or 2 asks that we were semi-comfortable with. SunBear stepped up and closed the deal, and then, here we are today announcing it. And the work has already begun, actually, in the background.
Yeah, no, this is super, super bullish news. I do want to, KP mentioned, but give a shout out to StycksIntern and DirtyCajunRice, who are here hanging out with us in ETHDenver. Appreciate y'all being here. We didn't intentionally stick them in the background, but there were only 4 chairs and mics, so,
That's right.
We're getting the cut. We're getting the cut.
Oh, there are models now, but yep, we got to run. Appreciate all of you.
Give him a shout out. Hop into the mic. 10 seconds. What do you got to say?
Shout out to the Mythic Squad and shout out to DFK and Metis for this awesome partnership. Bullish.
Bolon!